good morning. Welcome to Lou Gardens. I am Dean the Turkey Legster, and I'm going to stroll around this beautiful botanical gardens located in East Central Florida. It's in Orlando. It's near Winter Park, but it's technically an Orlando address. It is cool. Florida's gotten some really cool weather, cooler weather lately. We're getting a major cold front coming through tomorrow and Friday. Today, it's about the low to mid 60s at the moment, and I need to get walking here because signal seems to be struggling. So we're here in the Idea Garden, and I'm gonna stroll around and look at this little area here near the gazebo, or that structure there. I've been here recently a couple times streaming, doing the Dragon's Hidden Treasure quest, and that's winding down. It's still here, but that will be ending on November the 3rd, which is this coming Monday. Good morning, Robin. I Heart Disney. Good morning. And it is a good morning. Here's the other side of that where I started. Signal seems to be struggling, as it will in parts of the gardens, but we're going to keep walking, and we'll find where the signal works well. So just bear with me today, or this morning, while I stroll around. We may run into some of the dragon's relics from the hunt, but we're not officially doing the hunt this morning because I wanted to look at some other stuff that I haven't seen. So this little area here, they have these statues, these structures here that look interesting, kind of made out of, they look like they're made out of like metal, kind of some people figures. We're actually walking out. Beyond that fence is actually the main road. So we're near the entrance right here. Robin, it's technically an Orlando address. This is Lou Gardens. It's technically an Orlando address, but it's pretty near to Winter Park. Kind of East Orlando, east of Orlando, but it's technically it is an Orlando address, but it's outside of the downtown area. figurines. There's a little sitting area that got a couple of benches. These are pretty. I like these planters right here with these plants. They're kind of a purpley green, tropically type. This really nice looking feature. I'm gonna, since it's Halloween week, I'm gonna attempt to walk around to where they have. And I actually don't, I think the signal actually dies over there. But I'm going to try again. Because they have a cemetery. They have a little graveyard around the corner. Some people from the area that lived in the area, significant in the historically speaking. So I'm going to try to head around there to kind of get our spook on for Halloween. Over here they've got some white azaleas that seem to be blooming. Or is it a flower that's... No, it's not. These are St. Christopher lilies. They look kind of like azaleas. A little bit. These are pretty. Look at this. Mike Beachman, welcome in. So this is a snow bush. It's got snow there. And there's a little path. We can go off the pathway here. A little bit. Oh, is it lagging? Okay. Now, how's the signal doing? Does it come back? It's coming back up a little bit. So unfortunately, in there, the path there, I might think about coming here and doing like a recorded stroll in some of the areas where I know there's lag. So I don't know if you can tell, but these trumpets right here, kind of hanging down there. And this tree here, I'm not sure where this is. This is a weeping clerodendron. There you go. There you can kind of see the trumpets over there. Alright, we're going to head over here. Yeah, I'm going to try to get some places that are not along the relics area. Speaking of the relics, this is one of them. This is the royal throne. Right, there we are. That is relic number 4 on the dragon hunt. And then over here. And I love the color. It's a nice bright shade of green on that plant. And then this one right here, this is a nice, good for, like, I'm not sure what you call red. Deeper red is like you see it, like it's trying to maybe do in the middle here. I'll have to look and see if they have a morning. And then there's another, probably a similar plant. That's real pretty. So over here is the similar kind that's got like red in the middle. Really pretty. Okay. Alright, signal seems to be a little low. I don't know if I want to try to get over. We'll try. We'll see what we can do. We might be able to look a little bit, at least get a look at the cemetery. Yeah, we had rain Sunday and Monday. And then we had a little bit yesterday, but it wasn't like a downpour yesterday. It was like just like drizzly in the morning, and then it cleared up in the afternoon. But here it is. It's the cemetery, the little graveyard. So these are individuals that were part of the community, Orlando area. I'm not sure if the Lou's are in here. Harry Lou and his wife. Should maybe look at the this here. In memory of pioneer settlers David Mizell, the Orange County Sheriff. Might be hard to see on the screen, guys, but Angeline. So he was a sheriff, Orange County Sheriff. Looks looks like maybe the 18. He passed, looks like 1870. And he was killed from ambush near Holopah in the line of duty. His burial was here. Here by moonlight was the first Masonic funeral service in Central Florida. The brethren coming from Apopka Lodge to conduct the rites. His grave began a small family cemetery, which today holds 36 members in marked and unmarked graves, including family plot of Arlie B. Russell, grandson of David and Angeline Mizell. Okay. So this doesn't actually have the Mr. and Mrs. Liu. Which would make sense because they owned Harry P. Liu and his wife, which I think was Lily or something. Were like the founders. And Mrs. Liu had a huge part in some of the areas, creating the gardens. So we'll kind of walk through the some of those areas. But anyway, ironically, the signal is working over there. So I'll keep that in mind, that the cemetery for the signal is not a dead zone. Oh, here's your Spanish moss, Robin. There is a lot of Spanish moss down here. You probably know that from coming down here. And there's probably Spanish moss around other places. Cruise and theme park guide, hello, welcome in. Here's some pretty landscaping. Some marigolds right there. Those are pretty. Toops, welcome in. Great to have you in. Welcome in. If y'all are liking what you're seeing, make sure to bop that like button. If you want to see more, feel free to subscribe. It is free. Working on getting 900 friends here on the channel, subscribers, before the new year. And hopefully I meet and exceed that. Alright, so this corner can be laggy, but I'm going to just keep strolling through. We're going to stroll over to the arid garden. The arid garden has like cactuses or cacti and different like succulent type things. It's a really unique section. Yeah, we're good so far. It lagged one time when I was in the area. So in a few weeks, though, they're going to be getting Christmas set up, which will be the next stream on the channel from here. I'll be back checking out, when they set up for the holidays for Christmas. And last year it was gorgeous around here. They had a ton of poinsettias. Is that the name of it? Poinsettias. All the way around the park. And so I'm also looking really carefully in the trees, because one time I came here and there was an owl up in the tree right around here. Here's some fall decor. Some pumpkins. I haven't actually seen this, but this is for the arid garden. So let me stroll in there and we'll see what I'll show you guys. I have gone in there before. Here it is, the arid garden right there. When I walk in here, they've got different like aloes and stuff you might see in the desert. So the arid garden, guys, here at Lou Gardens. Really neat feel here. So there's one. That's the club cactus. Ooh, club cactus. Over here you've got some, this is pretty right here. This plant here, and then you've got some cactus. Some Indian fig cactus. And this looks like it is oyster plant, I think is the name of it. Oyster plant. That's pretty. It's a little green and purple there. And then you've got the Indian fig cactus. And then you've got, this is Weber agave. They've got several agaves in here. Dawn, welcome in. Hitchhiking Bones. Dawn, I will be on Team Replay from your stream last night. The Hitchhiking Bones go live Tuesday evenings / nights. At 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central for a hitchhiker chat, as well as other times. Mobile-wise, Dawn will be in spending some time down here in Disney, visiting in about the first half of December. So she'll be doing some streams from Walt Disney World. So the Hitchhiking Bones, along with several other channels, they're featured in my, what I call it now, in my link tree, in my description. You've got, I think the first link is the Turkey Legster recommends link, and that's another link tree that's got a whole bunch of like channels and creators and places to find content. And the Hitchhiking Bones is just one of those channels. Alright, here is the big kabuta, or kamuna, or whatever the word is. This is, look at this. This is an Indian, and another Indian fig cactus. And it's just huge. And at certain times, I guess maybe the spring or warmer, when they have like the yellow flowers on them, it's really pretty. And so down here we have, this is gorgeous. This is the Madagascar periwinkle. And they have a little more over here. That's really pretty. It's the kind of it looks a little more purpley in real life. I think it looks a little more pink on the screen. And down here, doesn't look like this is in its prime, but this is called the Little Red Riding Hood aloe. Cute. And this is really neat. This is planter with succulents in there. So if you guys hear the backup beeping of trucks and equipment, they're very active this morning doing work and maintenance for the property. But here's some pumpkins and a little fall flare of these over here. Alright, so I'm going to head. These are pretty. And you have sawtooth bromeliad. There's agave, the green goblet, agave. Love it. And over here, we've got some more of that. The Madagascar periwinkle, and you've got some other. Alright, so that other plant I saw wasn't a scallop plant, I don't think, because I think this is scallop plant, which makes sense. So I don't know what that other plant was. Interesting. This is just a really cool area. There's another cactus. This is the cochineal cactus. Brian, welcome in. Good morning. Strolling around Lou Gardens in this is East Orlando. It's near Winter Park. It's not actually Winter Park. I thought it was, and I was kindly corrected. Thanks, Mom. That it was actually an Orlando address, but it's near Winter Park. And this is pretty right here. This is so stinking pretty. It's like, as you can see, white, and it's got some pretty purple flowers. On it there. So pretty. It's Texas sage. So I don't know, you may have some of this around your area, Dawn. Texas sage. It's absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful. Ooh, this is prickly. Look at those spikes. This is triangle cactus. Triangle cactus. Oh, in West Texas, there's a lot of it. Okay. It's really pretty, though. I like it. I wish I had a second phone. I would take a picture of it. I guess I could get a screenshot from the stream. So over here, you've got, this is foxtail agave. And then this is octopus agave right here. Yeah, I'll bet Texas, you know, and then going west to like Nevada, Arizona, I would expect to have a lot of cactus and, well, basically everything that's in this section. That's kind of the feel they've got going on here. It's all these different cactuses, and this is cow tongue cactus right here. Cow tongue cactus. Jason Thibodeau, welcome in. Can you guys hear these trucks? How well am I picking up those trucks? Because we're right near the edge, and they're doing a lot of running of equipment this morning. This right here is Point Bromeliad. This is called Sapphire Tower Bromeliad. You can't hear them? Okay. So I'm gonna just kind of quicken the pace. We'll just kind of do a stroll through here, guys, so I can get away from all the equipment. This is kind of their setup area over here and overflow parking. Yeah, but I'm in the gardens. I don't want to hear beeping in the gardens. Okay, we're going to head out. Go look at another area. So again, be patient, guys. The signal is subject to drop at any moment. In this gardens. I'm going to actually go over to that pathway and stroll through. There, or maybe the next pathway. So that was the arid garden. And I do have a stroll through there video. I mean, a video strolling through there. That's what I meant to say. On the channel. I did it, I don't know when, probably, well, it would have had to have been, I don't know. It was in the past. And it's called the Arid Gardens. Actually, I do have a playlist. It's probably in the playlist, my Lou Gardens playlist. So here we are heading, I'm not sure what area. The Wizard's Staff. And that is artifact number 6. From the dragon treasure hunt. Alright, so when doing the hunt, you're usually taken down that pathway. So we'll go this way. I'm trying to see parts of the gardens that we don't go through doing the treasure hunt. So this area is really like super remarkable and beautiful, you know, more than it is today, which is great. You know, during the springtime, March, April. Oh, you found it, Robin. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's the video there. Stroll through of the arid garden. And so, here's a squirrel. Good morning, squirrel. Good morning. He's running away. Anyway, yeah, it looks really amazing. I've got a really amazing short from this right there. There was a flower and a bee that I just got an amazing short. That is probably in my Lou Gardens playlist. If one of my moderators, Gobble Squads, want to go find my Lou Gardens playlist. And pop it in the chat. Be awesome. These are pretty. I wonder what these are. Oh, okay. These are Maui white Ixora or Izora. Really pretty. Really pretty. There's a whole plant of it right there. Okay. It's a beautiful day. We're heading into the area we're heading into is we're going near the camellia. So these are like the camellias right here. Of course, they're not blooming right now. Some of them maybe, like this one over here. I think some of them start blooming this time of year. Like this one. This is pretty. Look at this. This is opening up right here. See that? Pretty. It's white and then some pink. There's a little ant enjoying the flower. I don't blame him. Don't blame him. This one is more open over here. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, you can see there's all these unopened or starting to open. So I'll have to come stroll through here when I'm here next, because this might be like the beginning of the season for these camellias. I think actually, it sounds familiar that the cooler months is when the camellias will open. So we're getting in on and here's a gazebo. I also remember that the signal drops a little bit here. So I'm gonna just keep strolling through. And I'm gonna actually go. Alright, so they're getting set up for Christmas right here. They're starting. Because they're fall and fall stuff, and their the dragon hunt ends on Monday. So after that, they'll be gearing up for Christmas and the holidays. And there'll be a new scavenger hunt coming up here very soon, which I'll come and do at least a couple times, like I did the dragons. Last year during Christmas, and on that playlist that was posted up in the chat a minute ago, there should be all the Christmas stuff. And they did the garden gnome hunt last year. And I don't know if that'll be back this year, but whatever scavenger hunt they're doing, we will do on the stream. So over here, we're kind of on another edge of the gardens. So there's a neighborhood over here. Tiki Man fan, hello, welcome in. Look at this gate, that's a pretty gate. And then the lovely traffic beyond it. And I love this view. This view here, this road lined with the oak trees. Just a really neat view. So we're strolling over here. Yeah. So we'll go by where the dragon's treasure is actually. So even though we've only walked by 2 of the relics, we'll end up looking at. Good morning. It's pretty. Oh. Maintenance. Clean up on aisle 4. Some debris. I'm sure they'll clean that up. They'll come through and clean that up in short fashion. They're really good with maintenance here and keeping everything really nice. You know, even though when they have equipment and there's workers, you know, working in an area that you might want to show, I just walk by because I don't want to, you know, they're not here to be on film or on a stream, and I'm not here to stream them. So, but it's just a testament to how well they keep it up here. There's my shadow. Hey, bop that like button. Bop the like. Oh, clean up on aisle 4 and 7. This is probably from the last few days. Or, well, actually, I think the tree's just dropping. It's dropping. I wonder what kind of tree that is. Let's take a look. This is the Asian lacebark elm. And you can see here's the branches on it. So the Asian lacebark elm likes to drop. They're pretty branches though. They don't look terrible. So, yeah, they're just dropping everywhere. Yeah, there's a ton of Spanish moss around here too, and Florida. I mean, in our yard, neighborhood, a whole bunch of Spanish moss. In fact, for the to add a little Disney trivia in here. I don't know if you know this, but over at the Wilderness Lodge in that area, they had tried to make the area look like California, which does not have Spanish moss. But when they tried to, the trees that they put in there in Florida naturally have, or that were in the area, they just naturally have Spanish moss. And they don't have that in California. So they tried to do the theming to look like California. And they tried to remove all the Spanish moss from all the trees, basically. And they, as much as they tried, they could not do that. So that's one detail at the Wilderness Lodge that you may notice is that it look kind of similar to California, but there's still Spanish moss because it's not California. Exactly, Brian. They tried to recreate California. This is what I'm trying to say. They tried to create a California aesthetic, but they couldn't in Florida as far as the Spanish moss goes. So anyway, but the Spanish moss is pretty, really pretty. Alright, so we're going to hang a left because you go over there when you're doing the dragon hunt, and I've already done that recently. Oh, it might be that. Yeah, Brian, it might be that. I'm not sure. But it's the same thing. You know, they don't have Spanish moss. Whatever area they were trying to, emulate. This used to be a really beautiful floral clock. I have a picture. I don't have it on Prism right now to pop it on the screen, but I've got a picture of this when it was a floral clock, and that was in 2017, and it just looked gorgeous, and I hope they're gonna work on bringing that back because that would look really pretty in this area. Now, Lou Gardens is getting ready. They're planning now to do a major enhancement or expansion in the next couple of years, particularly to like the entrance building and some of the gardens throughout here. Also, they're going to be doing upgrades to, and just kind of doing a major improvement around here. So I hope part of that is that floral clock coming back, because that would be amazing. It would be a great, it'd be great as like to use as a thumbnail when I come here. I don't think the picture I have is as good a quality because I had a cheaper phone. Yeah, when I took the picture, it's a decent picture as to look at it, but it's not as high quality as I would want to make that into a thumbnail. More beeping. More beeping. More beeping. And they have caution tape over there. So, anyway, you guys want to go look at the rose garden? I think we'll go look at the rose garden. It's a perfect day for that. It's not, actually, you might have to go around because they have, it looks like they've got roped off. So we'll see. We might have to go around. I think they have that roped off. But what's not roped off is the Dragon's Treasure. So if you do the dragon's hunt, or we did it on the stream a couple times. I did the dragon treasure hunt here. I did it 4 times. I did it twice on the stream. The first time I did it, I just did it on my own, off stream. And I did it twice on a stream. And then I came a fourth time a couple weeks ago with my nephews. I came with my mom as well and my sister-in-law. And my 3 young nephews, they just enjoyed it. They had a whole lot of fun. Jennifer, good morning. Alright guys, here's the dragon's treasure. We're gonna look inside, but we can't touch. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. Gorgeous. And it's in the bamboo. And you learn while you're doing the hunt, you learn that dragons have a thing for bamboo. Okay, so they've got that roped off where they've got caution tape. So we're going to go this way. And that's fine. We'll see if I can get around to the rose garden to look at. Cherie, good morning. Surfer Girl 326. Surfer Girl and Jennifer Caruso are both on my Turkey Legster recommends down in my link tree. One of the channels I recommend for some good content. They're friends of mine and I recommend their channels. Several channels on there. There's at least a dozen channels. Let's go around here. Because I haven't strolled around here in a while. I don't know how the signal does over here. You're welcome, Jennifer and Cherie. You're welcome. I don't watch as much as I would like, but if you're looking for something to watch, that'll be it. All right. So, we are going to get to go by the lake, Lake Rowena. So we'll get a good view. I don't walk by there a lot on the streams. So I think we'll forego trying to do the rose garden for this stream. Because we'll go by the lake and then we'll come back through the tropical gardens, and then I actually need to head out here before too long. I'm on a little bit of a time crunch. So I need to try to go to Costco and survive that without a list amongst the people. I like Costco and I like the things, the things that I like there. I like, but there's a lot of people and it just seems like it's such a production, more so than a normal grocery store. And I should stop talking about that because I'm trying to relax. And that's kind of stressing me out. Thinking about grocery store. But the thing is, I'm doing it today because you go right by it to come here. Or at least I do. There's a couple different ways to come here from my house. And one of the ways is the way that I go. And takes you right by Costco. So might as well stop there and grab stuff. So here is the lake. Here's the lake. I know, Jennifer. It's they started to get Christmas stuff, and if they have peanuts stuff, I've told you all that I love peanuts and I love Christmas. So if you have peanuts Christmas stuff, that's like a double kryptonite for me. Speaking of peanuts Christmas, you see how I did that little segue? Coming up starting December the 1st, and I'm going to start scheduling these streams, but I'm doing a live countdown to Christmas with the peanuts. When what it is I'm going to be going live at 8 o'clock most mornings from December 1st through 25th. If I'm unable to go live, there'll be a pre-recorded version. By 8 o'clock, it's going to be just a really short stream each morning. And what it is a series of short stories about with the peanuts, getting ready for Christmas and doing all the things. There's one story about Christmas cookie. Plans to join me in December each morning. That's 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, if I can't make it live, I will put a pre-recorded version of that and have it go public when at the same time. So I'm looking forward to that. I did a vlog version of that, like a recorded, and I enjoyed that. But this time it's going to be live, so you can pop in and say hello and good morning. So all the way December 1st through the 25th. Looking forward to that series. I did a couple years ago, like I said, enjoyed it, a lot of fun. And I have that added to my link tree also, that video series, if you want to see what the vlog version was. I also did, there's a Peanuts Countdown to Halloween book that I did a couple years ago as well. And I put that in my link tree as well. So you can check out that series if you want to binge watch that this week and count down to Halloween. Oh, that's right, Jennifer, you're on a cruise. Out in the ocean, in the sea. Hope you're having a blast, you and Ron. I have pretty much completely missed your live streams, but I will try to catch any more that you're doing. But it looks like a lot of fun. I'd kind of like to do a cruise. I need a cruise where they serve turkey legs. They always seem to have a ton of food, and Jennifer showed actually some of the food offerings the other day on a stream. They seemed like they had a lot of food, but I don't know. They have turkey legs. I don't know if you've seen that on any of the cruises, Jennifer. But maybe I'll start my own cruise. My own cruise line. I'll have to I don't know, maybe just a party. Maybe I just rent a boat and host a turkey leg party. I'll have to win the lottery. But the problem with that is I refuse to play the lottery because that takes money. I'd like a chance for winning all those millions of dollars without having to pay for it first. That's kind of a problem. Because you're having to put up money that you might win, but basically it's a very small might. So that's my issue with that. That's my issue. Good morning. So here we go. These are going to be part of Christmas. They're going to have Christmas lights. They have a nighttime Christmas event. I'm going to go up this path and see if we can go over to the Rose Garden. I know I said I'd skip it, but I think we've looked at the lake. A little bit. So I'd kind of like to go through the Rose Garden. These are pretty. Look. Look at these little trumpets right here. So let's see here. These are Ecuador pink angel trumpets. Aren't those gorgeous? Have a great day, Jennifer. Tell Ron I said hello. Those are pretty. Ah, yes. And the path takes me where I think it takes me. Right to the Rose Garden, where I wanted to go. Perfect. It's looking beautiful in the Rose Garden. Takes us closer to the equipment and the beeping. But I can deal with that. Okay. We're gonna walk around here. So here's where we walked around. Alright. You need sun in North Carolina? Okay, let me see. Sun in North Carolina. How am I going to do this? I guess I'm really trying to get rid of the clouds and the rain. So, because if you get rid of that, the sun's right on the other side. So I'm trying to get rid of all the clouds. All right. So here we are. We got some little fountains over here, and then they've got the white roses all around this area. These seem to be blooming quite beautifully. This one's pretty. And then you've got all that. All that. There's more white roses over here. I don't feel like doing stairs. I'm gonna walk up the ramp over here. There's some like pink flowers. Some like darker pink. Beep, 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 beep. I won't be here too long because of the beeping beeps. There's a red. This one looks gorgeous right here. I'll try not to get my shadow. Here's some they're like smaller and they're pink. A little pink right here. That was pretty. And then here, it's the fountain. And they're surrounded by some pretty white roses. There's a bee. Oh, he's camera shy. He just flew away. There's some little pink roses over here. Another bee. Nope. Stay still. Really neat. Here's some pink roses over here. Some over here. Pretty. And then kind of a whole view of the rose garden. So that's the pink area. This is like a dark, like actual like purple. You can kind of see one right here. There's some over there. They seem not to be doing too well over here. These are pretty. These are like an orange or a peach. Well, let's see. And this one here, looks good too. Tonio Tower, welcome in. We are strolling around Lou Gardens. It's in East Orlando. It's near Winter Park. And we are just enjoying a beautiful morning. We're in the Rose Garden here at Lou Gardens. And this is really super gorgeous. And it's beautiful. When I started streaming, around maybe a little before 9:30, it was in the low 60s. It's probably, I want to say, upper 60s or low 70s now. The high this afternoon for us is going to be 78, 79. I've seen some like from afar, Tony. There was a bunch of bees though hanging out on the some of these roses. So it's just really pretty. So we are going to stroll over to the butterfly garden. When actually we'll see the little stained glass that was featured on the thumbnail of the stream. These are pretty. So there it is. So we'll go look at the butterfly garden, and then I'm gonna stroll out. I may actually just go ahead and sign off over here after we look at it. Look at those little planters. Got some flowers and plants, and they look like they use like maybe garbage barrels, at least for that one. It looks good though, because they're silvery, and these are new. These are new. I haven't seen these before. So they do have like a coffee shop, like a cafe, at the front of the park. So if you want like get a nice coffee or an iced tea or something, or a sandwich. And there's a Coca-Cola one over there. So, but that's an actual like a snack vending machine. So you want to just grab one of those, and then this over here has, you've got Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, Sprite, and you've got Blue Powerade and the Dasani, or the Dasani, as some of my Wendy's customers would call it when I worked at Wendy's. Can I have some of your Dasani water? Sure, no problem, ma'am. No problem. I'll give you some Dasani water. Well, there's some bees. There's a butterfly. But these are pretty right here. You know, they've got an orange, yellow, and a red of this plant. I'm not sure what that is. I'll have to see if they have more with a sign. Oh, there's a big bee, like a bumblebee. So here it is, guys. This was our thumbnail today, or the thumbnail today on the stream. Yeah, I know. I love the butterfly walkthrough. That's one reason that I like coming here to Lou Gardens, is that they have not as many, but it's still, you know, they got the flowers and the plants, and this is a really nice space. This whole Lou Gardens is 50 acres, like in total. And they do it really well, and they upkeep it really well, and it looks gorgeous. And they change it, you know, different things for the seasons. So these are pretty. And you've got over here, this is pretty. This is looks like it might be can't tell. Be nice if the signs like had a little picture with it, because they've got several signs in with it. This might be Mexican bush sage, possibly. I'm not sure. Okay. This is their vegetable garden. They just worked on this. They just redid this. So this looks really nice. They've got some Halloween peppers. Yeah, I kind of went through there a little quickly, more quickly than I was thinking. There's a little group there of some special needs individuals, but I decided to go ahead and make my exit from there so they could enjoy that area. So, but yeah, just enjoying. Everyone deserves to enjoy the gardens. Absolutely. And this is cute, this little bicycle. And then this area here. Robin, I don't know, actually. That's a very good question. Probably when they get rid of them, it's like the end of the season. So, they're probably like not worth keeping anymore, is my guess. So these are some sculptures by William Ludwig. It's called Citrus Workers, and it's bronze. Thomas T-Bone, welcome in. We're strolling around Lou Gardens here in East Orlando. So there's this guy on the ladder, and you got this guy over here with the crates of the citrus. So it's over here, and they have this year-round. It's not a special, like a seasonal display. All right, I'm gonna go by here. We'll actually get to see one more of the dragon's relics as we stroll out over here. That's not a potato peel. Those are oranges, Tony. So it's citrus. So it would be a knife. It's just a knife peeling the orange, or cutting it maybe, just to eat it. Because you actually don't need a knife to peel your oranges. But this is the coat of arms here, and it's one of the relics on the dragon hunt, or the hunt, well, the dragon treasures. That's what I meant. Hi guys, we're gonna head over here, and we're just gonna take a view. We're gonna look at the Lou House. This is a museum that they do tours in throughout the morning, and it's included in the admission.
After the trash, yes, then it's here. I think so. Down there, so I'm assuming number. Actually, no. I think we have to go a little bit more. No, this was here. No, yes. I'm sorry, my bad. Left and down. Okay.
All right. So they've got some nice plants along this fence here. And then beyond that, you do see the Lou house. So I was getting by some people there doing the dragon hunt, tracking the treasure, lots of fun. Do that, and I had a lot of fun. Again, I did that twice on the stream, on the channel, and so the very first one is kind of the first official one, because I actually had the map, and I was, going around, actually looking at the relics and the letters that they have that you get along with the relics. So the very first of the treasure hunt is more closer to what would be the actual treasure hunt. But here, guys, I think this is gonna be where I look to sign off. This is a bird. This right here is a birdhouse, and that's made to look like a miniature version of the Lou house. It's really cute. So here it is, guys. I'll just go ahead and sign off right here, looking at the house. So we're not going to go in. It's not something I would try to film. But I haven't actually done it yet on all my visits here. I'll have to try to do that someday. But anyway, thank you guys for watching and strolling around here. It's been fun. It's been great. Stay tuned to the channel, guys. There's possibility that I will be live from Walt Disney World on Friday morning. I'm planning on it. I just gotta wait and see if some we'll just say some details work out for doing that. But take care, guys. And then Friday night, if I go to Disney, I'll actually be live twice. I'm going to be live at 8 p.m. Eastern to do some Halloween Peanuts, aka the Great Pumpkin stories. That'll be Storyland. So I hope to see you in both those streams, at least the one, maybe two, on Friday. So take care, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to my Gobble Squad moderators. Thank you to everyone watching, subscribing, and commenting below. If you're on the replay, I didn't say this at the beginning, but if you're on the replay, make sure to leave a comment and tell me that you were here, and so I know that you were here. Have a gobbletastic day, guys. I'll see you later.